Please be upstanding for a new recording of Things We Like.
Else wanted to get out of the way then.
Oh, too late. Hello! Welcome to this week's episode.
Hello!
Hello!
Hi! Well, this is Things We Like. In any second now, so many things are going to be liked that you're going to lose it. I'm Jim.
I'm Alf.
No, I'm Jan.
Yo, I'm Tom.
Hello there.
Hi, Tom.
Special guest Tom for this week.
And tonight, or even today, depending on your proclivities, we're going to talk about some stuff. What we're going to talk about?
Well, first, before we start talking about the things we actually want to like, we're going to own up to something that you guys will like, we didn't like, although we kind of did quickly again. Basically, we've recorded this once already.
Yeah.
We did this show earlier today.
It's a dress rehearsal.
And discovered that actually we hadn't recorded it. We had 39 minutes of dead air.
And then we were so
fantastic.
happy.
Yeah.
Ecstatically happy.
Super liking that. So now this is take 2. We did the dress rehearsal, so we're going to try and cover similar topics. Tom wasn't there earlier though, so it's interesting. We'll get a different perspective on some of these topics. But yeah.
Oh. Well, let's try and recreate it. What was the first thing we talked about?
I believe it was Alf.
Yeah, the first thing we talked about was the game I've been playing on my mobile phone.
Oh yeah, quick rundown. What was that?
It's called Kingdom Rush Frontiers. It's a tower defense game, which I'm a massive fan of tower defense games. I don't know why. They're not particularly taxing or complicated in any way, but I just love them. And this one in particular, I played a online browser version of it, the original for free, which anyone can go and play, Kingdom Rush. And then I saw that they brought this one out on the mobile, and I've never paid for it. It's the only thing I've ever paid for on my phone like that wise. I'll always find the free alternative.
How much did you pay?
£1.19.
Very
And
reasonable.
I have to say, it is £1.19 worth. When I think some games that I will have paid for in the past for like, £15 to £30, that was fucking well more value for money. Like,
Yeah.
I got so much more enjoyment out of playing that. Just on the train or on a break or something.
If you like about Call of Duty, that's 40-50 quid, and that'll maybe be fun for possibly 10 hours or something. So I think you got your money's worth for like £1.19 for a year.
Yeah, definitely. And I have only just completed it. Like, I'd done a lot, but there were some levels that have been hard to crack, and then the last couple of days, like, not only did I complete it completely, like all the levels you could do, I also then completed all the achievements you can get for it as well. So I was like, fuck yeah. Some of them were cool. Predators hiding in the woods, in the foliage, which I had to go and look up how to find them because I just couldn't find them, but used that and did find them. They were cool. And Reptile from Mortal Kombat was hiding on one of the levels. You had to find him.
Camo characters.
That was
Stealth
cool.
dudes. Do you think you'll play again?
Oh, almost certainly. Almost certainly. Yeah, because there's a variety in it still. Like, you can play it with different heroes, so I suppose you can still fuck about on different levels, trying things in different ways, and just for when I'm bored on the train or whatever, and the news is not interesting me.
Did you unlock all the achievements?
All of them. Every single goddamn one of them.
Oh, you achieve whore.
No. I'm not at all. Not on any other game, but that one, I invested so much into it at this point. Yeah, no, it was because I did look at the achievements list and I was like, oh, I'm only missing like 5 out of like 100. Fuck it, I can get them. So I did.
Chicken dinner.
There was a lot of eyebrow raising and shoulder shrugging that went on between myself and Jim during that exchange that the listeners won't be able to get onto.
It's weird because it's like we're having the same conversation again.
It is. You'll never guess what I'm going to say.
What are you going to say?
The best game that I've ever played on a mobile phone is Snake 2.
Oh, really?
Weren't a fan of Snake 3 though, were you? 3D.
No, Snake 3 sucks balls.
Yeah, not into that. Do you know what was cool? We didn't mention this earlier, but I'm going to mention it now. Did you ever see that thing about the guys who managed to program Snake into the side of a block of towers, block of flats? That's fucking badass, man.
Yeah.
Like, did you see that, Tom?
No.
They programmed it in. They put light bulbs, like a red and a white light bulb, was it? I think. into the window of all these apartments on one side of a building and turn the entire side of the building into a massive game of Snake. So they're like sat outside the building playing Snake on the side of the building. It's fucking cool.
With projections.
No, that's what I mean. They wired it all up
inside.
with the light bulbs inside the rooms, so they just lit up the rooms, and then like they could change. They turned the different light to show the thing, and when the dot appeared, like
There are
fucking cool.
There are a lot of people doing cool stuff with projections, though. Like there's like those dudes in Germany. I don't think they're German. Who would guerrilla around, just like find a building, project up the side of the whole damn thing, and they just draw stuff on their light pad, and it would appear in the building. And people cruising past, and like, oh, can we have a go? And they're just like people putting up huge tags, people doing artwork. Oh, it's beautiful.
That is kind of cool.
How many massive dongs?
Loads of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just the natural thing that happens. If you give a man a pen and a piece of paper, eventually he will draw a huge dong.
Eventually.
It happens. Yeah, I saw some article about that. I think people who like turn things in newspapers into penises. Like, so there was like a hand sticking out, and they just turned the whole, like the thumb and everything. You're like, there is. I don't know. I don't even know if it's something that's wrong with us or whether it's a good thing. Like, I think it's like there's no positive or negative. I'm sure for some people it is a negative, but for other people it's just funny.
Sit around all day and draw pictures of dicks. What?
Yeah, I think it probably could impact on your life.
Yeah.
A severe penis obsession.
Especially if it was like an OCD thing, like you saw it stumbling and you were like, I've got to draw a penis on there. That could become a problem, definitely.
Draw pictures of dicks.
Dicks? Like a man dick?
Yeah, like a man dick.
Well, imagine if that was your first
No
thought
jobs as a
about
teacher for
anything.
you. No chance.
That'd be crazy.
Alright, what?
Every single student's marking, you'd have to hide the penis as whatever grade you gave them. Like,
What, hide it in like an A or something?
yeah, that's the only way. You're like, I never give people D's, they're too hard to draw penises in.
Everybody's getting A's today.
What else have people liked?
I think it was me.
Oh, yeah.
I bought some Lucky Charms, so I like breakfast cereal.
That came at the end, but let's chop this up.
Well, I totally said about this.
No, I thought that was... It was just we ended up going on last time. We went on for like fucking like 15 minutes off the back of that opening topic. Like, no shit.
What was the opening topic? Oh, yeah.
Really, I don't... We've condensed a lot of that. Or just forgotten stuff, but I'm sure it was Lucky Charms next.
Oh, wait, yeah, Lucky Charms are a weekend cereal.
They're not a weekend
They're
cereal.
weekends,
They're an everyday cereal.
You gotta read that, right? You
When
don't
I
have
go
to.
home tonight, before I go to bed, I'm having some Lucky Charms to give myself some nice sugary dreams.
That's crazy.
I said before, Crunchy Nut and Cocoa Pops. Those are the bad boys for me, but...
Would you mix them?
I never have, but I'm open to the idea of it. But I said before, I'm trying to have less dairy, so...
And I
I'm
said
not
before,
in-
have water cereal.
No, that's a sin. I didn't say that before, but I feel it is now. On further reflection,
Have you
since the
given it a
afternoon.
go?
Yeah, I've done it before with something. And neither of those two, to be fair, but I just can't imagine it's going to be a positive experience.
It's the number one sign of being a sociopath, eating cereal with water.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure.
Have like orange juice. I'm just
Oh, wow.
thinking out loud.
No, stop abusing like what it should be a positive breakfast experience by suggesting alternatives other than milk.
Orange juice and Lucky Charms might work.
No, it's cereal. I still love... We didn't talk about this before, but didn't Kellogg invent cornflakes as an anti-masturbating...
Yeah, it was invented to like lower people's sex drives
Yeah.
because he was all like crazy religious and shit. I don't think it worked.
Yeah, I don't think a bowl of cornflakes is going to stop somebody from having a wank. It's just not going to happen.
I can imagine several scenarios where it would.
I'm sure it could. It's unlikely to, though.
It wouldn't. Yeah.
I can't see cornflakes being a sex drive suppressor.
Hey, guess what the nuts are in Crunchy Nut cornflakes?
Oh my
they're
god!
peanuts.
They are peanuts.
I got that right before. Yes. I got it right again. Yeah, but peanuts aren't a nut, are they?
They're a legume.
They are a legume.
Yeah.
They grow in a bush that goes out of the ground and under the ground.
It seems unnatural.
They come out from the centre and then land back on the outside again. A very strange plant. Oh, Interestingly, pineapples are pretty strange plants as well.
What is that?
Well, it's just like a bush and then a stick with a pineapple on the top of it. It's not really what you expect them to be, like an individual pineapple on each one, but that's the way it is. Do you know what else is a weird one?
About the pineapples?
Yeah,
No.
we've not finished on pineapples.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
What was that about pineapples?
It's really dangerous growing pineapples in the Victorian era.
Hey, why
And
would
they were a status symbol. People didn't eat pineapples at all. They would bring them to parties.
Why was it so dangerous?
Oh, it feels like this is a lot funnier the second time round.
Yes,
I think it's because of the order in which some of that was said. Like last time, I'm sure we heard about it being a status symbol, and then why it was dangerous. But you said it was dangerous and the status symbol, so it begs the question:
They are
why
the
is it
James Bond
dangerous?
of fruit.
Well, it eats you. I don't think you
Yeah,
mentioned
we
that
mentioned
before.
that. Pineapple does eat you.
Yeah.
It's got that enzyme in it that digests protein.
So that's why sometimes if you eat a lot of pineapple, you start to taste sort of metally or blood essentially in your mouth.
Is your
because
mouth melting?
You were, melting your own mouth. But why was it dangerous to grow pineapples back in the day, yeah?
Because they grew them in pineapple pits in like crazy greenhouses in England with like big braziers in them to keep it hot. So little kids would be employed to hang out in the pineapple pit and
Stoke
probably
fires.
burn to death or die of carbon monoxide poisoning.
Kick ass.
So very dangerous. Do you know as well that pineapples... We're basically, the British are awkward as fuck because everyone else in the world...
Sure.
Everyone else in the world calls a pineapple what?
Ananas.
Ananas. But we call them a pineapple.
I prefer our name. Just saying.
You just sort of like, why are we so difficult?
Pineapple
Hey.
is a pretty good word.
But didn't somebody say before...
What we call peppers in England, not chili peppers. This is weird doing it like all again.
Like a bell pepper.
No, like a pepper. We call them peppers. Everyone else calls them capsicums, apart from us, because we're awkward.
Gotta give credit to zucchinis, though.
Hey, what about zucchinis?
No, I thought they were aubergines, but they're not. They're courgettes.
Yeah, and
Eggplant.
Eggplant is an
an
aubergine. Yeah.
right. This is sorry, Tom. This is real weird. But we're like compressing down a shitload of conversations we already had. It must be very strange from the outside.
It's kind of strange.
I'm going back to the cashew thing as well. Have you ever seen what a cashew comes from?
Oh god,
Yeah,
That's mental.
at the bottom of a little fruit plant, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, looks almost like an apple or something, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But it's just got a single cashew on the top.
Can you eat
mental.
them?
Didn't know that. Can you eat them,
Yeah,
Tom?
Can you eat the fruit?
yeah.
I haven't actually got one of the ripe fruit yet because monkeys eat the fruit and then you're just left with the cashew at the end, which you can't get into the cashew unless you throw it into the fire, and then it cracks open this like outer shell, which has got some kind of like sticky like glue like substance in it. So if you try and eat it without cracking the shell off it, then it's not really going to work.
Interesting.
Which is why all the monkeys leave the cashews.
Because they don't have fire.
Stupid
Yeah.
monkeys.
Oh, they're
Yeah,
working.
King
on it.
Louis just never came through for them.
Damn.
All that song and dance. No fire.
If the monkeys can eat the fruit, then we could
Presumably.
probably eat it and not die. But whether or not it tastes nice is a different story.
It might be one of those things that you need an appendix for, that we've kind of not really got a working one anymore.
I've got
I
an
have.
appendix.
No, but they don't really work the way they're meant to anymore.
Mine does.
No, it doesn't.
I can eat grass.
Jim's
you?
a lot
Okay.
older than the rest of us.
Approaching 600. No, I'm not approaching 400. In 3
It's a long
years.
time, it's hard to remember. Let's be fair. Once a few centuries go by,
Yeah, it could be even longer. It could be like 20 centuries on. No, cheers.
so what was next?
Oh, the Minecraft thing.
Oh, yeah.
Right,
Oh,
I've
go on then.
Right, I'll
I'm
try
glad
to
you're going to
condense
explain this again because I don't think I really understood it last time.
Okay.
Cool.
For those of you out there who are unaware, Minecraft is a sort of super sandbox game, very simplistic, and yet if you build everything together it can become insanely complex. You can run around a huge environment, you mine stuff, you craft things.
It's like living in a world made of Lego.
Yeah, and it has many dynamics.
And it is friggin' huge.
Normally,
Yeah.
it's infinite.
Well, it's not
depending
infinite.
on the computing power, yeah. But this dude, about 2 years ago, set up a closed environment, 350 blocks by 350 blocks, enclosed with like an impenetrable barrier. And 30 or 40 dudes came on this server, and he didn't tell them what the experiment was. They just set them off saying, you know, do whatever you want. And they quickly divided up into like several factions. 4 of them were like guilds, and there was just 2 random ass dudes who ran around by themselves, who ended up being called the dick-ass griefers because they were pure evil. And long story short, after about 2 months, the place was decimated. All natural resources had been like used up. It looked like the 7th level of hell. Everything was fucked. Apart from the 2 dick-ass griefers who'd built themselves a floating platform in the air from which they could defend. They had farms, they had grass, trees, animals, they were sorted. Everybody else was cowering in little like dirt huts from the skeletons that wander around at night. It's great. And then he revealed to them what he was doing. It was like a test to see how people deal with limited resources, you know, without knowing that that's what it was. And it turns out people just went, you know, fuck crazy and burned the world.
Yeah, he proved that humans are scum.
Yeah. And somebody else now called... Have you heard of him? He's called Sark.
I heard of him earlier today, to be honest.
He's just recently, in the past week, I think, set up this experiment again, but obviously people know about it now, and it's a much bigger server. So...
It'd be interesting... I think that's more interesting when people know, because that... I said this before.
Did you?
Earlier this afternoon at some point. You know, they're put into an environment where, you know, like if you put 30 people on an island together with limited resources, the chances are they're more likely to work together. You know, the cabin fever bollocks might set in and they could end up killing each other and going Lord of the Flies, but they are more likely to work together in the initial bit. Whereas in a game like that, where you can kill people and people come back and... You know, it's not really like that. Fucking with people just seems like a bit more of a norm anyway.
Yeah,
like,
in a world where the downsides really don't mean anything in the great scheme of things.
Yeah.
So I think it'd be interesting to see what happens now if people are a bit more aware that that's what's going to be the experiment, because you're going to get people who are still trying to be fucking absolute knobheads in there. Well, but it might be slightly more difficult now, but they'll probably still win.
That was the interesting thing. One of the first thing that went was the renewable resources. They just like burned them. In fact, the dick-ass griefers who were like safe in their ivory tower had a load of grass, which is a very rare resource. It became in this area because they started going down and wiping out all the grass areas, so no one could grow food. Everyone was fucked apart from them.
Very clever. I presume what they did was they probably will have had a water spout and just let one of them down.
Yeah, that's what they did. They had a water elevator.
Yeah, and just turn it off when one of them's down, let him run around and do stuff. If he dies, he appears back in the bed up there. So you can just safely take turns at wreaking havoc while the other one tends to the farm up top. Like, yeah, brilliant setup, well funny.
Bit New World Ordery, maybe.
Just... Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what these next lot do.
Shit, what else did we talk about?
I believe we mentioned the Yogscast people.
Yeah. Hello, Yogscast people.
Hi, Yogscast people.
It's hard to talk about Minecraft without talking about the Yogscast in some ways.
I certainly started playing Minecraft because of the Yogscast.
So did I. This is true.
They've become huge, like an internet phenomenon. I think they've got... I think it's 2.5 billion views now for all their videos, which is quite a lot.
Yeah, it's pretty cool because now when we put the video up on YouTube, we'll be able to legitimately use the Yogscast tag, and hopefully that'll generate people to come be nice to us.
Oh, the cynical hypertext.
They did like 3 seasons in this series, and then their world file got corrupted. So they had to stop doing it, but they may.
They're doing a thing where, at the moment, where they go to the moon. It's like a moon mission. And somebody this afternoon, I can't remember who, mentioned that Israfel is the baddie from the main story, might have been seen on the moon.
I don't know if he's been seen on the moon. I don't know if he's been seen on the moon. I'm just saying it makes sense that you could do that. Like, and I'm sure I saw something with the title, with Israfel in the title on one of those episodes, and you're like, well,
hello.
You can't mention that. You can't mention that unless there's some fucking shit to do with that. So, I don't know, I need to go and have a little watch.
Dude, there's some guys working on a Game Boy.
Somebody built a fucking 2D Minecraft in Minecraft.
I saw that.
That's like fucking silly.
It's Inception.
Yeah, that is what that is. It's just...
So you can play the game in the game.
Yeah.
Worlds within worlds.
People have like let
Within
people
worlds.
use it in like classroom environments and stuff as well, like as an educational tool, and like is it Mojang? Mojang have like helped support that as well. Like, you know, they've been like helpful in aiding it as a sort of, you know what I mean. That a friend of ours is a teacher as well, and he had a student who said, "Can I like give my answer in a Minecraft video kind of thing? Like make one?" And he was like, "Yes, you can give me all of your homework like that." Which I don't think is true, but it's still a brilliant answer.
Would that be himself?
What?
The guy we were talking about before.
Yes, that would be himself.
Yeah. Did we mention True Detective before?
I should put a brief mention earlier. If we'd watched, if the recording had happened earlier, I would have said, "Oh, True Detective is amazing. I've still got the last episode to watch." However, many hours have passed, so I have watched all of True Detective now, and it's amazing. I don't want to go into detail, but just fantastic performances and also brilliant cinematography in many moments.
I think it won out having like one writer, one director for all 8 episodes. Like it kept like a quite a compact style in.
It like, I kind of feel like it proper kind of took a bit of a step beyond in that last episode as well.
It went somewhere weird, yeah.
It was kind of cool though. I really liked it.
It's the kind of freaky vibe that they're hopefully going to continue to the second series. Oh, it was mentioned this morning. We were talking the other day. It looks like series 2. They're reaching out for.
No.
Oh right, yeah. They're trying to touch Brad Pitt.
I've heard they're trying to touch Keanu Reeves too.
We hope so.
I'm making that rumour up, but it's about as substantial as your rumour. So.
Hey, have you heard? No,
John Travolta's touching everyone.
Oh yeah.
Because he's getting touched for the next Bond film. Allegedly, he's the villain.
And he touched some masseuses.
He touched. That's controversial. We can't say that. Allegedly touched up some masseuses.
And somehow gay's not okay with Scientology. I'm not sure how we got onto that, but we got there, so we'll have to go with that. Despite,
I don't think we recorded that bit because it's just dangerous to go on the wrong side of Scientology.
I told you I'll deal with them. I don't want to mess with some of the bigger players, but Scientology I can take. Like, that's fine. Send their nasty emails my way. That's not a problem. They ain't gonna.
They have reportedly murdered people, and I say reportedly
Allegedly.
murdered people.
Fucking bring them on, man. Like, just honestly, make sure they know that I'm the complaints department. Like, I'm not. They can fuck right off, and especially if they're fucking, you know,
anti-gay.
Well,
given that
anti any other group, they can fuck off.
Anti-LGBT, I believe.
Yeah, they can just fuck off.
Was it considering possibly the rumours going around? Rumours that Will Smith, obviously Tom Cruise, and John Travolta, 3 of the biggest players, you know, are actually, you know, at least bi, and most of them have kids. So, you know, relax, Scientology. Just relax.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a very, very bizarre situation, that really. Clearly, they have gay members.
Right,
clearly, they have some pretty high-profile gay members.
Wait, what else did we talk about today?
I don't know. I
think we've almost covered everything.
And it's about 14 minutes shorter.
Cool.
We rapid fire through some
more efficient.
new topics.
Right, Tom, what are you like?
Recently, I went in my first skip from a supermarket where they throw out all the food.
Oh, yeah.
And there was loads of great food in there.
Recycling.
Yeah.
Oh, Freeganism, wasn't it?
Yeah, my flatmates went on another day and brought back loads of boxes of cereal. That was funny because they're called ancient grains. Prehistoric grains.
Nice.
Were they like, what, dinosaur footprints or something?
No, it was like granola.
Oh, right.
Almond granola.
Original
That's pretty
stuff.
cool. Like, and that's not.
Yeah,
this,
loads
like,
of really good
that's not going to
stuff.
go off like that as well.
Yeah,
like,
and we got loads of boxes of it, and it's delicious. And we're now pretty stocked for high quality grains for the next few months.
Solid.
Thanks to the skip.
What else did you get?
Can you say
Lots of salad.
Where it's from? We'll beep it.
Mushrooms.
We'll beep wherever it's from, but
I can't tell you where it's from.
no, but we'll beep it. We promise. Like, that's why I said we'd beep it, because we should beep it. Like, but could you just, because I want to know right now?
Yeah. Oh, it's all top secret. but I'll let you know later.
Oh, okay. Well, just say Beep. It's from Beep. Well, I did that.
Yeah. It's from Beatbo.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I know that place.
It's funny because you can't actually buy things from there. All I know is that there's a skip outside.
You
and
can't.
they throw away loads of food.
Interesting.
But don't give too much information away.
No, we won't. Anyway.
Hell,
That-
dude,
that
we're
was
raiding
probably-
liposuction clinics to make soap.
Yeah.
No, we're not.
And all male old people's homes for seamen.
To make what?
For sailors on our boat. What's wrong with you? Pervert.
Sorry, I was thinking about
Yeah, I thought it was
Scientology.
interesting because you were talking about the cereal before.
Yeah.
And I think Ancient Grain's top Lucky Charms any day.
It's really crazy the stuff that gets thrown away as well. Like
Yeah, it
you
is.
think, like, I mean, obviously there's some stuff that wouldn't last that long, but some stuff
Yeah,
is just like it's kind of crazy that.
It's a bit of a shame that it all gets thrown in like the same heap, so you kind of gotta like sift through it a bit.
Yeah.
But then when you find things that are all like in like sealed packets that have just been gone out a little bit out of date, but they still last for like
Yeah, a few
another
more
month or
months,
so, it's
yeah.
like easy.
Do you get many tins, or do they go like to a different thing?
No, I haven't seen any tins.
Probably got recycling or something. It's a shame because they'd be like definitely be fine.
Yeah, I've only actually been once, but I was quite surprised.
I've never been, but I've thought about it.
Another of our friends has been to a big coffee shop chain, and he got like a massive jug of chocolate syrup.
Yeah.
Said it was amazing.
Wow.
So that's something that I like.
Well, I
Top
just
secret,
think there's a
yeah.
lot of the stuff that if it's edible, that it should go to a soup kitchen.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Ideally.
Like, what the fuck when you look at the current
That's why
situation?
we make our own soup kitchen and feed all our friends with it. So
I miss noodles.
Ah, the Knights of Noodles.
What, like King Arthur in the Knights of Noodles?
yeah, my friend had a noodle party recently because I think he got loads of noodles.
We're
from
down
all
for the
his
first
friends.
one, but I missed the second one, unfortunately. That was nice, and he's a mean cook, man. That was lovely.
I think he's a good cook.
I wouldn't be
Yeah,
surprised.
he's
if
a
they
mean
came
cook,
from
no
a
man.
skip
He's
as
just
well.
abusive to all of the ingredients. Like, you know, you should watch it, man. He's burning the shit out of things. You know, he's putting chicken bits in hot oil. You know how mean? You know what I mean? That's as mean as you can get.
Your
Isn't
mother
it?
never loved you.
It's, worthless piece of... You're chicken, man. You're yellow.
I'm talking chickens today.
Yeah, so he's a mean cook. Yeah.
I'm still trying to think of some noodle-based King Arthur pun. Totally lost.
Yeah, that's a tough ask. Yeah. Noodle-based King Arthur pun.
It's very specific, I suppose.
Oh, linguini do?
That's not really... It's a squeaker.
Yeah, but you know the questioning nature of linguini anyway, and you know that was good, man. That was like that film game when I did Ben Hur, and I just kept going, Hur.
That horrible film game.
Yeah, it was like I totally passed that off as an
That film game's a nightmare.
oh, it's a brilliant game. We should play.
No.
Yes.
Which film game?
The one where you are the two words. That's something I like. We're going
It's
to
a
talk about.
stupid game. I hate it.
Well,
Yeah.
fuck you guys. I'm talking about it because I like it. Yeah, and it's a good idea. People can play it with their friends. You need probably 4 people really to play it. 2 teams of 2, and you pick a 2-worded film like Starship Troopers, and then you take a word each. One of you takes Starship. One of you takes Troopers.
Isn't that 3 words?
No,
Starship is 1 word.
and Troopers is 1 word. Yeah. And then you take it in terms of getting asked questions by the opposing team, and so they might go, "Oh, what's your favourite kind of milk?" And in your answer to that question, you have to fit your wording. And if they didn't notice that you'd put Starship in there, then you get away with it. And then it moves on. You go to about 3 questions, I think, each, isn't it? And then you give up if you can't guess it. But it's a fun game. It's a fun game.
It's a stupid game and I
It's
hate
brilliant.
it. No.
It's brilliant.
It seems pretty easy.
It is easy. It is easy.
Seems, doesn't
Especially if you pick like quite a difficult film. Well,
it? How high? That's a bastard.
How high? Yeah, that is a
Oh.
good one. I can't think of.
They
AI. Bit cheeky.
They Live. That was a tough one.
They Live. Yeah, that's a difficult one. Well, we'll stop talking about difficult ones. We should save them for some people to play it.
It's a stupid game and I hate it.
Well, this is good things we like, so shut up.
What else do you like? Has anything nice happened?
Duct tape's amazing. Just saying.
Right.
Anything nice happened this week?
Actually, before I forget, duct tape is an intrinsic part in a little 2-minute horror film which won the something competition. I put it in the links, and it's awesome. You should watch it.
I quite liked your idea for a duct tape tent.
Yeah, I would. I'd love to try that.
We've discussed this on Things We Like before. It's a topic we enjoy.
It's brilliant as well. Being able to stick things to the inside of it. If it gets really warm, it'll just bake all your wet clothes during the day. It might bake you if you pass out in there too long, but these things happen. Alright, yeah, duct tape tent all the way. I'm always interested in new and unique uses for duct tape. So, quick things we like. Flash.
I like the Flash!
You can't like the Flash every week. You fuckface.
I quite like the look of the new Sony virtual reality stuff that got unveiled today.
Ooh.
Looks kind of neat. Quite like that.
That was fresh.
Yeah.
I like Cadbury's cream eggs.
Oh.
Ooh, have you ever tried making French toast with a Cadbury's cream egg? Yeah.
Or something to dip one in.
I have tried making cream eggy bread.
How did that go?
Oh, it tasted like fucking burnt sugar, didn't it? So that wasn't good. I wouldn't recommend that.
I think there's a way to do it. I don't know exactly how, but I think there is a way.
You definitely have chocolate fingers and a cream egg and have cream egg and soldiers.
Or maybe we could make some kind of Cadbury's cream egg fingers.
Hey, that's an incredible
I
idea.
totally forgot we talked about Cadbury's cream egg fingers earlier on. No, I'm very excited about those.
They make
Yeah,
Cadbury's
that's
toffee
surely
fingers.
a possibility.
Oh, it needs to happen. Mr. Cadbury, do it.
Have you ever done that thing with a Cadbury's finger, or with a Rocky or something? You could do it with a Breakaway, even maybe. Breakaway seems like that might be a tough alternative. Cadbury's fingers definitely work. If you bite both ends off, and then you can drink your coffee or your tea through the Cadbury's finger. Ever tried that?
Much like a Tin
amazing.
Tam, the
You
Australian
could try it with a
style.
Twix, but it's a little bit too much draw
It's not gonna
on
happen.
something like that. It's too
Try it with a double decker.
Kit Kat, maybe. You could maybe do that. I mean, a picnic, possibly even, but
A picnic. What's on a picnic?
What about
it's
an arrow?
pretty full of all
Just
sorts.
dissolve.
Yeah, no, an arrow couldn't hack it. A flake would be pointless. I mean, a twirl maybe, because eventually it might just drill the hole through it straight up the centre.
Oh my god, do you remember Spirals? Do they still exist?
Spike? What?
I do remember them, but
They
I
look-
don't think they exist anymore.
They were like a spiral of chocolate, got two fingers like a Twix, and they had two.
It's like a white one and a milk one.
It was like a double helix, yeah. And they were hollow in the
Fit
middle.
together.
You could totally have sucked tea up through that. It's almost like it was designed for it.
God damn it, why don't we live in a time where we have these delicious chocolate treats to drink tea from?
They'll come again.
I like how easily we get sidetracked with random shit. That's my brief like of the week.
What's your like?
Fucking cream eggs, you dickhead.
What was it?
Cream eggs.
Anything? What do you like, Tom?
Quick like.
I quite like my compass because you can make anything with a circle.
You mean like a compass for drawing,
this is
not a
true.
compass with a magnet?
No, he's got a round compass that he uses to find out where north is, and he draws circles around it.
Well, that sounded quite sarcastic.
But also, I do need to get
A
a
proper.
north compass as well.
I'm thinking about compasses a lot recently because of magnets.
Magnets messing with my mind. Bobby.
Magnets.
What? Magnets what? Magnets messing with my mind. Yeah.
I have actually been thinking about magnets a lot, possibly because you keep saying the magnets thing.
Yeah, I know. I do like the Magnet song.
I had a watch with a compass in it once, but it fell in the toilet. Not the watch, just the compass.
Did it then stop working?
I've got a machete
Well,
with
no,
a
I never
compass
got
on
it
it.
back. It was tiny.
Oh,
Handy.
is that the kind of compass I've been thinking about getting just to put on my... To put on something. I'd interrupted something.
Merely a nod. Merely a nod.
Oh dear, my mental compass.
So anyway,
Yeah.
that's been Things we like.
Thank you for joining us again for another week of Things We Like. If you want to get in touch with us, you can at thingswelike@hotmail.com, or you can follow us on Twitter at things with capital T _we _like.
Hey, I believe we're also on YouTube.
We are on YouTube, but as we discussed earlier, I can't rationally explain how to find people on that unless just type in Things We Like and hope for the best.
Well, Jesus, that was a half hour of fury.
I've been Alf.
I've been Jim.
I am still Jan.
I've been Tom.
And very soon, more things are going to happen, whether you like it or not. Yeah!
Oh, au revoir.
Oh, bonne nuit.
Ciao, ciao.
I'll feel the same.
Buenas noches.
Jeez. The Japanese one.
The Japanese one. You came up with like 20 of these earlier on.
Yeah. Oh, God, what's the Japanese for goodbye?
Well, I don't know.
Ta-da, you hairy bollock.
You know how many foods are shaped like dicks? The best kinds.
Yeah. Well, it's really messed up. Super gay.
All right, let's stop this, man.